Jack, he's here now, mate.
Yeah.
It's been a long time coming, this, hasn't it, mate?
Yeah, well, I think obviously everyone would usually have like a 8-10 week camp, wouldn't they, for the debut, but I've been in the gym two years now, so it's literally been flat out preparing for that, so can't wait really.
It's fair to say that you're ready, mate. I've just been watching you today. Nice light day today, just keeping the tools nice and sharp. You and Bayan, who's making his debut on the same night as you. And I was just saying to Bayan before, whoever buys a ticket, he's going to be spoilt.
Yeah, good show, innit?
It's a very good show, mate. Not only have we got you two on there, but we've got kids that are coming back from the big stage who we didn't expect to see on our shows again. You know, Jack Flatley, Jack Cullen. We've got a couple of kids that are 1 or 2 fights away from being on the big stage and staying on there. And James Moorcroft and Jake James.
Yeah.
Obviously, you two making your debut, and I think there's about a 10 or 12 fight card. I'm not sure exactly yet. I've got the list somewhere, but in for a real treat.
Yeah. Well, I know I can only speak for me and Bian, but we're both ready. So yeah, we'll hopefully put in a good performance for everyone that comes down. We've both sold a lot of tickets, so it'll be very loud in there in the night. But yeah, just got to put a good performance on.
Well, it's a bit easier said than done.
Yeah.
Your debut, a lot of pressure on you. And I was just saying to Brian before, you both, even though you're in the gym all the time, you know, most people come straight from the amateur game, straight into the pro game, and there's not too much waiting around. But you know, in the last 4 years, you probably had 4 fights, maybe 5 fights.
Yeah, I think I've had a few injuries in that, and then a few pull-outs.
And COVID.
Yeah, COVID. But the one thing is, I've always stayed in the gym, trained 5 days a week every week. But in that whole 4 years, when I've had 4 fights. So I have progressed, so I'll be excited to be able to show that now. Do you know, being active like 4 or 5 times a year.
And I presume this must have been a brilliant place for you, because obviously it's been very active. You know, we had Brad out just a few weeks ago, on the same night that Ricky was out. Brent McGinty, I think Chloe's just down in London. She's going to be fighting this weekend before you. Must be brilliant to be in this place when it's buzzing like it is.
And everyone's at different stages, aren't they? So me and Bian are starting out in the 4-rounders. Then you've got Brad, he's just boxed for a title, so you can see the difference, you know, in the size of camp and how many rounds they're doing every day. You can see what you're going to be expected to do, you know, when you get to that level.
Are you looking forward to when you step up in rounds?
Yeah.
Are these 4-rounders, are they going to be frustrating for you because you want to do 6 and you know?
Yeah, because it's not too. The pace will be maybe a little bit different, but it's not too different from an amateur fight, is it? 4 rounds. When you get to them 10 and 12 rounders, that's a proper professional game, innit?
But
them championship rounds.
You, as fit as you both are, you've got to train for what you're fighting.
Yeah.
So it'd be no good for you preparing for an 8-rounder or a 10-rounder at this stage, because you're not going to be fighting them.
Yeah.
And the pace for a 10-rounder or an 8-rounder is not the same pace it is for a 4-rounder. So you'd be doing yourself an injustice, even if you think you're doing the right thing by, you know, those extra rounds.
That's what Ricky always says to us. So he says, if you try and train like you're boxing for a 12-round fight in your first one for a 4-rounder, when you get to that level, you're going to think there's been no progression. You know, you're just going to be doing that same thing you've always been doing. So you have to just train for what you're fighting, don't you?
Yeah. I like to say, from what I've seen today, both of you look absolutely on fire. Today was a quieter day, just keeping the tools sharp, and they both look very, very sharp, both of you.
Yeah, well, I think on the night I'll hopefully shock a few people as well, because I'm ready to put a big performance on. So
well, I think you're always going to shock people. You always shock me. I think you've got a kid you know really well, Dale Arrowsmith. Yeah. He has the ring name, the Choir Boy. I think you might be stealing that off him, because you look like a little choir boy, but you don't fight like one. So I'm really looking forward to you both making your debut, and I think, like you say, the atmosphere that your fans are going to bring should make it a special night, and being treated to the quality that's on the card, mate. Arguably one of the best shows we've put on from top to bottom, mate.
Yeah, it's a good start, isn't it?
It is. Great place to start. Great place to round off the 2022 and set up yourself for a fantastic 2023.
Yeah, ready. Hopefully get this fight out the way in December, then have a busy 2023 then.
Yeah, well listen, look forward to seeing you week on Saturday. You not got a day before Wayne, have you?
No, don't think so. I think it'll be on the
I'll
day.
probably see you on the Saturday, and hopefully on that night I'll be chatting to you and I'll be saying we're number one.
Yeah, cheers Lee.
Jack, you take care, mate.